Okay, students. Hi everyone. So in this video, I am going to discuss about formulas of differentiation. Because all of you know these formulas are going to be very important, and you also know that if you know the formulas, if you know the tricks, then solving the differentiation is going to be very easy. So that's why today I will discuss some skills and formulas, how to remember and how to practice them. Okay, so once we practice those formulas, every problem is going to be very easy. So let us see the formulas. Okay, so see here, I want to discuss something before we enter into the formulas. There will be a one student in thousands of students who knows tricks to remember the formulas, who quickly remember all the formulas whenever he need them or she need them. Okay, so that person or that student you have to be always. So for that you can see this also gives one message that every student quickly remembers fast and quick than others. Okay, so for that you need experience, ability, growth, advanced training, and competence, learning, and knowledge. Okay, so that's why today let us discuss the formulas and how to remember them. Clear? Okay, so first you can see the differentiation formulas starts with the constant term, that is d by dx of k. The differentiation of constant term is always equal to 0. So that means every student can remember this very easily, because differentiation of constant term is 0 means you can see here you can take any real number, differentiation of 2, 0, differentiation of 3 is also 0, differentiation of 5, this is also 0. So you can take any constant term, whatever constant term you take, the term is going to be equal to 0. Okay, so this is what about the differentiation of constant term. Clear? Okay, so now I will remove these things and I will go for the next. So see here what happens. The differentiation of, second one is the differentiation of constant term into x. That means here you have k into x. Clear? So now what we have to do, you have to take constant term outside and you have to differentiate this x. Clear? And the differentiation of x is 1. So please remember, this will be k into 1, that will be equal to k. That means here you have to remember one thing, you already know the differentiation of constant term is 0, but the differentiation of constant into x will be what? You have to take k outside and you have to differentiate x, and differentiation of x is 1. That means here we got one more formula, that is differentiation of x is always equal to 1. So please remember this, that is differentiation of x is going to be always equal to 1. Clear? So whenever you multiply k with x, you take k outside, differentiate x. So differentiation of x is 1, it will be equal to k. Please don't write 0. Most of the students write it as 0 because they know that constant term differentiation is 0. Directly they write it as 0. It is not 0. It is constant term multiplied with x. If constant term multiplied with x means you have to take constant term outside and you have to differentiate x. Okay, so differentiation of x will be 1. So k into 1 will be k. Please go through it. Okay, suppose you see the fourth one, that is differentiation of k into f of x. What we have to do here? So you have to take k outside and then you have to differentiate this f of x. You have to differentiate this f of x. So the differentiation of f of x is what? F dash of x. So here also k into f dash of x will be your answer. Again remember, please don't write it as 0. because you already know that differentiation of k is 0. So please don't write it as 0 because it is k into f of x. K into f of x is present. To take k outside, differentiate f of x, that will be f dash of x. Okay, k into f of x will be your answer. Why I am explaining all this? Because most of the students know that differentiation of constant term is 0, and they see that here constant into x, they directly write it as 0 because they know that differentiation of constant term is 0. Don't do that. It is k into x. So k you have to put outside and you have to differentiate x. It will be k into 1, therefore k, because differentiation of x is 1. On the same way, differentiation of k into f of x. Take this k outside and differentiate f of x. That will be k into f dash of x. Are you getting my point? So this all I am explaining just because of all of the students know that differentiation of constant term is 0. But whenever this k is multiplied with x, whenever this k is multiplied with f of x, you have to remember this analysis. Okay. Now I think you can go through it, no problem. Now I will go for differentiation of x raised to n. What is differentiation of x raised to n? N into x to the power of n minus 1. Differentiation of x to the power of n is n into x to the power of n minus 1. That means you can just see how to remember this. You have to solve some problems like differentiation of x square. So simplify this. 2 into x to the power of 2 minus 1, that will be 2x. Differentiation of x to the power of 3, it will be 3 into x to the power of 3 minus 1, that will be 3x square. Differentiation of x to the power of 4, you differentiate it, 4 into x to the power of 4 minus 1. So like this, if you are the beginner, if you starting the differentiation for the first time, if you are reading the formulas for the first time, what you have to do? You have to just remember this formula, and yourself you have to take like this some formulas, or sorry, like this some problems, and you have to solve them. That means what happens? You can remember that formula very easily. Don't by heart it. Don't by heart it. You just see that differentiation of x to the power of n. So from that you can just see n into x to the power of n minus 1. That means you can solve these simple problems on your own. Take in the form of x to the power of n, x square, x cube, x raised to 5, x raised to 6. Like that yourself you take some problems and you solve them. What happens here? Your thinking skills grows more, as well as formula also will be remembered for the long time. Okay, you never forget this type of formulas if you practice like this. Okay, now we shall go for the next one. So quickly I will take out all these examples. Just I am explaining first how to remember the formulas as well as how to practice the formulas, because formulas are very, very important. Okay, so quickly let us go for the next formula, that is differentiation of d by dx of 1 by x to the power of n. That will be minus n divided by x to the power of n plus 1. Minus n divided by x to the power of n plus 1. So now what you have to do? Take d by dx of 1 by x square. Take d by dx of 1 by x raised to 4. Take d by dx of 1 by x raised to 5, and you simplify them. You simplify them on one shot. Okay, first you simplify them before you go to the next formula. Simplify them and you check you will get the right answer or not. What is the right answer for this? Minus 2 divided by x to the power of 3, minus 4 divided by x to the power of 5, minus 5 divided by x to the power of 6. Okay, so these are all the formulas that you have to remember so that you can understand them. Okay, so here you have to practice like this some formulas, sorry, some problems for this formula, so that you can quickly remember that formula for long term duration. Okay, so now I will take out this, because most of the students always tell that, sir, I can solve the problem but I remember it for 1 or 2 days. After 1 week I not remember them like that. For them, this thing is very, very important. You have to revise again and again. Okay. Next, d by dx of a raised to x. That means here a raised to x into log a. The differentiation of a raised to x is a raised to x into log a. That means again quickly you can take 2 to the power of x, 3 to the power of x, 4 to the power of x, 5 to the power of x. Now you simplify. This will be 2 raised to x into log 2. This will be 3 raised to x into log 3. D by dx of this will be 4 raised to x into log 4. D by dx of 5 raised to x into log 5. Okay. So like this you can practice. Okay. So now you just see you have understood 7 problems. You have understood 7 problems. So before going to the next problem, what you have to do, this 7 formulas must be perfect for you. For that, what you have to do? See, you have to take some examples on your own. Don't go for NCERT exercise or don't go for anything. You have to create your own problems. For example, what I will do, what was my first formula? K, constant. I will write it as 5 plus. Next it was k into x. I will write 2 into x plus. See again, here differentiation of x is 1. I will write here x plus. Here k into f of x, no problem. You leave it because k into f dash of x you are going to get. Okay. Next you take x to the power of 7 because you have x to the power of n. Next you can take 1 by x to the power of 7. You have 1 by x to the power of n. Next you can take a raised to x, that is 3 raised to x. Now you have to simplify this. Okay. Completely you can take this is equal to f of x. Now you have to differentiate this. If you differentiate this very quickly, then you can understand that yes, you remember the formulas. Okay. So you just go for f dash of x. See here you have constant 0. Here you have 2x. Differentiation of x is 1. 1 into 2 is 2. Here you can see differentiation of x is 1. Write 1. Here you can see differentiation of x raised to n formula, that will be 7 into x to the power of 7 minus 1. Plus here you can see differentiation of 1 by x to the power of n, that is minus n divided by x to the power of n plus 1, plus 3 raised to x into log a, that is 3 because a value is 3. Okay. So like this you have to practice. 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 7 to the power of 7 x to the power of 6 minus 7 x to the power of 8 plus 3 raised to x log. Okay. So by practicing like this, what happens? You can quickly remember the formulas that you want to practice, that you want to solve in the problems. Okay. So please follow this type of techniques. You have to practice on your own by taking your own problems. If you do wrong, no problem, because that problem is taken by you. So your problems, you can solve it or you can make it wrong. No problem. No one are going to ask you. Clear? So now we got through 7 formulas. Quickly I will go for the 8th formula. See the 8th formula. D by dx of log x, that is 1 by x. Okay. So differentiation of log x is 1 by x. No problem. You can't take any formula here. Sorry, any problem here. You directly remember that differentiation of log x is 1 by x. To take the 9th one, d by dx of root x, that will be 1 by 2 root x. Either you can use with the formula of x raised to n, no problem. Here you can write x root x as x to the power of 1 by 2, and you can use this formula 1 by 2 into x to the power of 1 by 2 minus 1. So that will be 1 by 2 root x. Like this also you can write, no problem. But if you know it directly, so you can reduce these steps. If you know directly root x differentiation is 1 by 2 root x, you can just directly use it without using these steps. You can save the time. Okay. So now these are the 9 formulas that you have to remember very quickly, so that you can solve the problems very, very easily. Now let us go for the 10th one. Differentiation of sin x. differentiation of sin x, that will be cos x. 11th one, differentiation of cos x, so that will be minus sin x. So here you just take the problems like what I have taken, 2x, 3x, like that. So you can take the problems and you try to solve it on your own, so you can remember them. Next, 12th one, d by dx of tan x, that means differentiation of tan x is secant squared x. 13th one, differentiation of cot x, that will be minus cosecant square x. 14th one, d by dx of, you can take cosec x. So differentiation of cosec x is what? Minus cosec x into cot x. Okay. 15th one, differentiation of sec x, what? Sec x into tan x. Sec x into tan x. By doing this, you can remember the formulas. So now you got a rough idea of the formula. Now you got a rough idea of the formula: sin, cos, tan, cot, cosec, sec, and also x, kx, f of x. So all these formulas you have understood. Okay. Now what you have to do here, you take some formulas, that is f of x is equal to sin x plus cos x. Take the second formula, f of x is equal to sec x plus tan x. Next, take the third problem, f of x is equal to cot x plus tan x. Take the fourth problem, f of x is equal to sec x plus cosec x. Now you simplify it on your own. You can also take f of x is equal to x plus x square plus 2x plus sin x plus sec x. Sixth one, f of x is equal to sec x plus tan x plus cosec x plus 1 by x to the power of 3, and you try to solve it by using the formulas that you have studied already. So what happens here, if you know the formula, directly you go on solving. If you don't know the formula, you go for the formula chart. So by practicing like this, what happens, you can remember the formulas for long term. So that's why I made this video, just make you to how to practice the formulas, how to remember the formulas, and how to practice, or how to give an exercise to your brains to remember these formulas for the long term. Okay. So now you can quickly go on solving these problems, and you can make practice of these formulas. So after all doing this, now here you have to prepare the chart. Now here you have to prepare the chart on your own. Formulas of differentiation. So write this. So write this, formulas of differentiation. Okay. So go on making the chart. Don't see anything. Don't see any your previous solved problems. Don't see anything. You on your own, you have to write all the formulas once. If you write, then you are perfect. Okay. If you don't write the formulas, you are not perfect. So first, differentiation of k, 0. Second one, differentiation of k into x, k. Third one, differentiation of k into f of x, k into f dash of x. Fourth one, differentiation of x to the power of n, n into x to the power of n minus 1. Next, differentiation of x, that is 1. Sixth one, differentiation of 1 by x to the power of n, that is minus n divided by x to the power of n plus 1. Seventh one, differentiation of a raised to x, a raised to x into log a. Eighth one, differentiation of log x, 1 by x. Ninth one, differentiation of root x, 1 by 2 root x. 10th one, differentiation of sin x cos x. 11th one, differentiation of cos x minus sin x. 12, differentiation of tan x secant squared x. 13, differentiation of sec x will be sec x into tan x. Differentiation of cosec x minus cosec x into cot x. 15th one, differentiation of cot x minus cosecant squared x. So I think all the formulas are over. So if you are remaining with any formulas, you can just see, no problem. So 15 formulas we have done. So 15 formulas we have practiced, and all those 15 formulas we have written here. So like this way, in practicing the formulas, you have to go through your exercise. Okay. So I feel all of you can get some ideas of solving the formulas, of remembering the formulas. So thank you. Let's meet in the next video with some more formulas of another chapter. Okay, bye.